Madden NFL 23, where division rivals will clash in the AFC East. It's the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Coming up next.
Oh, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you get a look inside Rocket Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park. Today, we've got an AFC East matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me as always, Charles Davis. And Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who upset the AFC champs in his first career start last year during the regular season. Out of Western Kentucky, here's Mike White.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
Now Hall to start the drive. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Hall again on second down. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Hall. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Faced with their first third down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen third down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Give the credit there to Jordan Phillips, getting in the backfield for the tackle for loss.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Here's Hall again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. To throw, White. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now the Jets send on Braden Mann to punt. Back deep, Naheem Hines. That's taken on the 25. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
I remember when he came out of Wyoming, the big question mark, could he be accurate enough to be a star in the NFL? I think it's safe to say he's put all of us in our place and put those doubts to rest. He can roll out and run it. He can bomb it over your heads. Everything in between. He is an absolute nightmare for defenses to try and prepare for. And when he's on, he's an MVP caliber player each and every time he takes the field.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Oh, he fakes a spike. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's going to get this down near the 25. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Throw left side complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, just like last play. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And the Bills are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
First and goal from the 3. Cook. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Singletary. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Allen going to go on fourth down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bills post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Here's White. Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. From the 30 on second down, White. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now White. Forced out to his left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. White. And his throw here's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
White's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now White. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Out now is the punter, Braden Mann. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Finding room at midfield. He's at the 30. 10, 5. this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complementary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. The play fake, now White. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, White. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, White. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. White looks to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. The Bills offense now for one final time in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from that first half for the Jets. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there. Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
On first down, Allen. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Allen now on first down. And Diggs has it. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep up the receivers and lock their play. Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul. Roughing the tackle. Defense.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there...
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis from a yard out. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
First and goal, forget running the football, forget establishing anything. Just put it in the end zone with a pass for a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's the definition of catching the defense off guard there. They weren't expecting that.
And that totally goes against type, doesn't it? When you think first and goal from the one, you're thinking running play.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it is now 21-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Gabriel Davis. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. Now White with a first down throw. Caught by Wilson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Off play action, here's White. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over possession here at the 44. They're still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. So after the INT, it's Allen. And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. We're in the 3rd quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Now Allen. It's complete to Diggs. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Allen off the play fake. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. On play action, Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 40 yards. And the Bills have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. The partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air. And that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it is 28-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The New York set to take the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result. Well, I wish this staff luck as they try to find positives about this performance by their offense as we move through the early part of the 4th quarter. That sack, the latest example. Down by a boatload, this offense simply can't keep up, and the quarterback is still taking hits. I'd get the backups in there if it were me.
Throwing on 2nd and long. White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
But that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working. But how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets 18. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
I know that every now and then we get those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
4th quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on 1st down. They did that, plus 3.
On 2nd down, here's a run and a loose football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back. Could have been. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the turn. They'll run with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Singletary, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you got to like what you saw. What do they call that, a total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.